What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be doing today is discussing silver tokens and how to get them super fast. All right, now listen, the first thing that you should always understand, like I always tell you guys, when you first log in, the top left, that's what you need to be looking at, your objectives in progress. Because if you guys were watching my channel, for a decent amount of time, you would know that I've done the MUT Master, I've done Ultimate Master. I usually do that. I've completed MUT Master since it came out in Madden 15, so that's just something that I've always chosen to do. It's always a challenge, especially because of the patches that go on within Madden, and the gameplay changes so frequently. But this is why I want to point this out. You see this part right here with the purchase a pack from the store? I've been telling you guys all year. If you've been doing this all year, you're not gonna have an issue having the silver cards to be able to unlock the silver token master. What is it? What is it? T.Y. Hilton? I think it's T.Y. Hilton, right? Yeah. So pretty much what's happening is this, right? I didn't mean to look at my thing on that, but this is what this is what should be happening when you go to. Why am I going to auctions and trades, bro? Like, I don't know what that's about. When you go to the store, right? This is what you should have been buying every day for 500 coins. You should have just been buying a pack, the 500 coin pack, because this gives you, that specific objective that you need to get your daily, the whole daily thing complete to get your chance at 450K. So you should have been doing this already. Now, a lot of you guys earlier in the year, when I showed you guys that also gives you elites. If you continually spam it, it will give you elites and goals as well. I was able to obtain a lot of stuff through that. All right, a lot of silver cards. So my binder is pretty much full. But if you go and you start looking through, the silver, I got 733 silver cards. Now, some of these are just uniforms or whatever like that, but most of them are cards. So making the tokens is not going to be an issue. Now, most of you guys that's been watching my channel for a while, you guys probably already been doing this on a daily basis, so you're a step ahead of the game. Now let's jump into the guys that are new. You know what I'm saying? To be fair, to try to help them to understand exactly what's going on. This is what you're going to need to do. If you don't have a lot of coins, right? The one thing that I can probably tell you that'll get you a lot of silver, you're probably going to have to buy packs. You're probably going to have to spend at least $20. And the most reliable pack right now, if you wanted to do it. Now, look, if the price of his card, he's a 98 speed, and I think he's like, what, 5'9"? So he's a small guy, all right? So depending on the type of player you are, you might not have to even buy a pack. You might just be able to just get them, off the auction house by, selling some stuff off your team or whatever like that. But if you want to go ahead and complete the set, because usually every set that you complete, what EA does is they log it on a server. When you go into Madden 19, everything that you've completed, you're gonna get something for that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I logged into Madden 18, I was getting stuff for every set that I completed. That's something they've been consistent with since they started this in Madden 15. All right, so you're gonna get like vouchers, loyalty vouchers. You're gonna get packs. You're gonna get certain things because of everything that you do. So if you wanted to do it for that reason, I would probably go with getting a pack. Now, I don't want you to spend $54. I would pick one of these for $20. You know what I'm saying? $20. I wouldn't go with these because look, this is the worst case scenario, right? They're gonna give you ridiculous cards, and then what you can do is you can try to either sell the card or you could try to put them into sets to get different type of cards. Now, when you go to item sets and you start to look upgrade sets, and you start to look at some of the things that they have to offer, there is this where is it? They have upgrades, right? They have a player exchange. Now, there's different ways that you can exchange things. If you wanted to get higher overall cards to try to get better cards, to try to sell it to get coins, and then just buy the 500 coin packs and get silver cards that way, or you could try to. It's different ways to like break it down. Where is it? What do we have there? The NFL stars. I think they had different ways to do different things. Like, I don't know specifically if these packs right here are going to give you anything other than, a basic silver. So I wouldn't go with this. This people were recommending to me to use to complete other sets like that had a specific overall. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. When you're trying to do certain sets, right? People were telling me to go to the upgrades and then use a token to get specific gold cards or whatever like that. Like you get gold cards that could go into these sets because obviously the gold token master is going to be next. They usually do both. So that's one way you could do it as far as like if you already have an excess of silver tokens, you can get like specific gold cards that go into it. Like when you first started the game, you should have gotten a Julio Jones, a Marshawn Lynch, all those bums, right, that they give you for free. And you could go ahead, and I think they've updated it so you could put those into the token sets as well. So now, right, when you go in to start making your tokens, we don't know exactly what the actual teams are going to be. So don't start making them yet. Just rack up these cards. Rack up 65s through whatever this is, 65 to 69 and 60 to 64s. Just rack them up. Because regardless, like I said, you might not keep the card. You know, honestly, I don't think most of you guys are going to keep it. I think a lot of you guys are just trying to look for a profit, especially because golden tickets are right around the corner. So doing this is going to, you know, buying that the 500 coin pack is going to give you a lot of silver cards. And again, if you're starting off late, you're probably behind the 8 ball. I think you would, I don't usually recommend buying packs, but I know that usually they give you a lot of cards. You know what I'm saying? They give you a lot of these cards that you're going to need in the sets when you start buying them around the times that they release stuff. I would pick a $20 pack and just go with that. All right? Now, remember, when you're doing solo challenges, if you're new and you haven't done any solo challenges and you're looking to get a lot of cards like that you're going to be able to use for this specific situation, you might have to start banging out the gauntlet. Because remember, there's a lot of different ways that EA allows you to get a lot of different types of cards based on ratings, whatever it is, but most of them are nats. But just understand that the nats can also be used in these sets. So if you have time and no coins, you better start grinding. If you got a little bit of coin and you're trying to see what's good, look, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, that's probably the best. It's not any other, I don't know, because these are most of the nats I got. I only have one silver nat. So this is what EA usually gives me this is what I've gotten that I've kept from what I didn't do any sets with the elite tokens. These are the cards that I have left over from nats that are available. Other than that, I put everything in sets already. So all the silvers and stuff like that, I've already used them because I usually use my nats first for the silver tokens that I've made. So when you think about the fact that I got all those elites and stuff like that from just doing solos, there's no excuse. There's really no excuse why you guys can't do it. And for the longest time, I was making silver tokens on a daily basis. And then I just started to sell them because earlier in the year, they went for a lot of coins. Similar to the way that the gold tokens also started to skyrocket. But again, I don't want you guys to start just going ahead and completing the sets and making all these tokens, because what I think they're going to do is have a different variation of teams for the master. Plus, they might have cards. I don't know. The one thing that we do know is it's going to all be silver. They might try to do something like add an elite token in there, depending on how EA does it. Because Barry Sanders at one point was the gold master. I don't remember who the silver master was that year. Somebody fly me in that information. I think, what was that, like Madden 15 when Barry Sanders was the gold master? I can't remember. But what they do is, it's not, they have something else that you have to add. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys had to make a gold token or an elite token. So do yourself a favor, right? You see, I already have the stuff that I need. And I showed you earlier in the gameplay when I was in the auction house that one of them was selling for like 39K. I don't think they're going to be that much more. But what I urge you to understand is this. When T.Y. Hilton is first released, he's going to be going for a ridiculous amount of coins. I just need you guys to understand. Check the auction house, right? Unless you're doing it to get things in Madden 19. All right? Check the auction house. See what's going on with it. Okay? Because you already see. Look at the prices. Everybody knows now that the silver token stuff is going on. So what's going to happen is the value of the cards are going to also go up. So with that being said, you have to understand that. Now, people are not really watching these elite tokens right now because we don't know if there's going to be an elite master. We don't know if there's going to be a gold master. EA can do whatever they want. I personally think that these things should have been done earlier in the year to keep the game more exciting, because a lot of people would have stayed within the game if there was more things to do and not just, bland cards on NFL replays and stuff like that. But it is what it is. These right here, the thing that's interesting about this, these are going to skyrocket also once people see if there is an elite token inside the set till I complete it, because usually they'll be like, all these silvers and one elite token. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did any of the those other sets that we had going on, that they had going, I'm gonna show you right here with this example. Like they add something like, an elite token. Like why? Like with the MUT Heroes, I think they had an elite token thing going on with this too. At some point, you have to put an elite token in. Like, yeah, bro, but why though? Like, this already cost us enough. And they're like, yo, but one elite token, though. Okay. So that's why I'm assuming. I just go based on what they already do, and then we try to build off of it. But keep in mind also, do not buy any silver tokens. Okay? Don't buy silver tokens. Just go and lurk the auction house and make sure that you can get your own. I'm telling you right now, don't be that. Like, who's doing that? Who's doing this right here? Like, who's going to be spending 89? Bruh, those are going for like 1,000 coins. I was getting them for like 500 coins before. Don't start getting crazy right now. Just because, you know, everybody's getting geared up for it and everybody wants to be the first to have it. What you're going to need to do is you're going to want to make sure, like, it's at 7,000. So you can either when you're completing the token set and you run out of silver cards, you can either use 500 coins and get a card, or you can go and search the auction house for it. Okay? Now, when you're searching the auction house for it, you don't see, look, you see what I'm saying? Like, these cards are going to probably be cheaper, but then when you go to like the 69s and all that stuff like that, it's going to start to get higher. People already know what's going on with it. So you can see this guy had it at 6,000 with a bid of 32. It's going to get higher depending on what T.Y. Hilton's price is. Just so that you guys are aware of that. But right now, it's still pretty, you know, whatever. You get the other ones, because that's 61 to, I think it's what, 64? Let me go over here and make sure that I got the numbers right. What is it, like 65 to 69 and 64 to something? Make sure that we get the right things, because don't make the mistake of getting the wrong type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so it's 60 to 64, and then it's 65 to 69. So they're relatively, it's 6 of each. So you know what it is? If you're going to go ahead and get it, if you don't have the cards already in your binder, because it's 6 of each, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be around. Let me see, what is it? I was spending like 1,000, 2,000 coins. I guess people were desperate, but if you do the math on it, it looks like it should be around 6. Well, realistically, if you're doing it and you get it for like 500 a silver card, which is what most of them were about, you probably should be spending like 6K. But if you just need a couple and you don't have the silver cards and you want to spend it, I guess you can do that to finish it off. But I wouldn't go too crazy about it. I would just go ahead and, like I said, I would just get the packs from the store, because more than likely what happens every time you keep buying it, you know, you're gonna end up getting, you know, the cards that you need. And most of you guys probably already started buying the silver player pack. And in this one right here, you know, it's kind of crazy. It's 3,200 coins, but you get some glitchy stuff out of that too. It's 4 cards, so it doesn't really make any sense, because 4 times 5 is 2,000, and you can just take the same chance by getting it individually. But whatever you guys want to do with that, whichever route you take, make sure you check the auction house first, and you're prepared for what's going to be happen based on this price. If you are a person that's looking to get early rewards in Madden 19, then you have to complete the set to get something for it. Other than that, if you just want the card, go ahead and just pay for it. Don't worry about it, all right? Let me know if you have any other questions about the Silver Token Master, T.Y. Hilton. Leave it in the comments. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Thank you for watching. One love.